Good morning. How are we? And welcome to episode 1 of the morning mental health chat. And this will be a series of videos over the next few weeks that will look at different topics regarding mental health, burnout, trauma, anxiety. And I'll be offering you information, tips, advice, things that you can apply to your life to help you make changes and to get uh, a better set of results. And a better set of results means a better life. Before we begin, I'm Chris Harrison. I'm the creator of Mindset Self Care Focused Therapy, and I specialise in helping people overcome burnout, trauma, and anxiety related. I've been doing this now for this will be my 5th year that I've been in therapy and coaching world. And over that time, I've helped many people, seen many things, done many things, and I always continue to learn myself. I learn off my clients, and they learn off me, and it has been a very active and sometimes action-packed journey. Sometimes it's been a quite a boring journey, but that's what I do. And these videos I'm going to put out there, they're not going to be long videos, but recently I've been doing shorts and smaller videos for social media, and it's fine to let you know who I am, what I do, that sort of thing. But it doesn't give people um, the information that they can use in their life. So, 2 seconds. You'll have to forgive me for any coughing. Got a bit of a chest thing going on at the moment. So, the way I work, and also, as I mentioned, these aren't going to be majorly long videos, but I understand that people of today don't have a very long attention span. So, you've got a choice. And a lot of things that I do when I work with my clients is about choice. Your choice now is to stay and watch this video. You may learn something. You may be able to put something to use that will change your life. Or scroll on, go to the next video and watch Dorothy's 2-year-old granddaughter push granddad into a swimming pool. Now, I'm telling you something now, the second video will probably put a smile on your face and make you feel happier for all of 2 seconds. My video will maybe make you feel uncomfortable, maybe upset you, maybe make you look at your life in a way that you know you shouldn't look at it, but you haven't been able to be honest with yourself. You see, my therapy is very direct, very blunt, straight to the point. And I think it's very simple. It should be very simple. Therapy should be simple. There's too many people out there, therapists, coaches, that make it difficult. They make it difficult to make themselves sound smarter. I'm not smart. I'm not an educated person. I'm not an academic person. I'm a simple person. And I like things to be black and white, blunt. That's exactly how I deliver my therapy and my videos. So if you are upset by my videos or what I have to say, good. Because I tell you now, you'll do more for being upset than you ever will be motivated. I could come on here now and do a nice morning motivational video. There's shitloads of them on social media. Just go and type that in. Make you feel good about yourself. Generate images in your mind of you driving around in a Ferrari and saying you can and all this shit. But it's bollocks. Bollocks because it's just future thinking with no path. So yeah, it makes you feel good. But it's a lie. But you'll like and subscribe that to that video, to that channel, because it makes you feel good. Well, how about you like this video, subscribe to my channel, follow me, some actual fucking change, real change. So I won't be bombarding you with scientific talk or any of that crap. It will literally just be blunt, black and white, simple talk, straight talk. And when we do this, then we can use different techniques, different strategies to alter what we do and get different results. And we get different results and we get a different outcome of our life, don't we? And that's what we want. Because I imagine right now you read this title and you know that yes, mental health is important, but I don't think you understand just how important. You see, nothing exists outside our brain. Nothing exists outside our brain. And what I do is change people's perception of things. What I may see as a problem, you may not. What you see as a problem, I may not. What you see as something amazing, I may not. And what I see as amazing, you may not. But it could be the same thing. I mean, I was having a conversation with someone the other day, and they were getting so excited because they were going to a theme park and they love roller coasters and so on and so forth. I have no idea why people like roller coasters. I don't like the rides. I don't like the queuing. I don't like just I don't like it. I certainly don't like the bloody expense of the things. Um, but yeah, so you get that. It's about our perception. And when we have a negative perception of things, which is tend to be what happens when we're suffering with burnout and trauma, when our perception is negative, our brain does negative things, makes us do negative things. Through these videos, I will sort of be talking as well as if our brain is a separate thing to us. Our brain is us, right? Our mind is us, controls everything we do. Even now, talking to you, my brain is making my body do things. My lungs work, my kidneys work, my heart works, muscles work. Even just moving my hands now like this and talking, my brain is making my body do this. I'm not giving it conscious thought. It's an unconscious thing. And that unconscious part of your brain is the winner of every argument you'll ever have. Our rational brain has a voice. Now I'm going to break this down in a minute. First of all, the most important thing I want you to do right now, right, is to wake up and get ready to take charge of your life. Okay? You're burnt. The truth of the matter is this: you're burnt out, you feel depressed, anxiety's running your life because your life is shit. Okay? That is it. That is the simple fucking fact of the matter. Your life is bollocks right now. Relationship stress, business stress, stress about money. Those are the three main things that I see with my clients when they come to me with help with burnout. Could be one, it could be a mixture of a couple of things, or it could be all three. The thing is, our brains are the most powerful thing that we've got. It is amazing, but unfortunately, doesn't come with a manual tell us what to do when it fucks up. So we have the fear of the unknown. We feel depressed. We feel anxious. We're doing things that rationally we know is shite. We stop going out. We stop pushing things that we need to push. We stop making change. However, our brain is craving change. You see, our brains don't understand how we live today. We have evolved our technology and our way of life so rapidly, and our brains haven't kept up. I read in a book, I can't remember which book I read it in now, but it said if someone was born in 2010. By the time they're 60, they will have witnessed or been witness to 30,000 years worth of change. 60 years, and the human race is developing change at the rate of 30,000 years. When you put that into some sort of context, so there, you were talking Stone Age, Iron Age, the modern age, and it's all coming together that fast. Our brains just cannot cope with it. It's not designed to. We're animals. We're designed to hunt, gather, we've evolved to hunt, gather, survive, live in tribes, live in communities. We're not equipped to work how we work, and we're certainly not equipped to do what we do for money. I mean, I had a thought the other day that if animals could look at us, watch us on the telly, how we do them, what would they think of us? Fucking stupid. That's probably what. Because we might be the most dominant species on this planet, but my God, have we fucked up. We've created money, we've created religion, we've created all manner of crap that put certain people in a place and other people in a place. And we've done that to ourselves. No other species on this planet pays for their survival except for us. Water, electricity, food. And yes, we get it easily now. We don't have to hunt. We don't have to go out, and in the Western world, there are other countries that aren't like this. Water on tap, literally. There in bottles. Easy to do. If I want some water now, I can just go to a tap, or I can just pop over the road to the shop and get a bottle. If I want something to eat. Got loads of food in. Just go and help myself. If I haven't, or there's nothing in the cupboards or fridge that I fancy, just pop to the shop, buy something. We're not supposed to do that. But our brains have tried to evolve so can it's become normal, but we're missing things. We're missing things. And we've linked primitive issues to modern day things. For instance, we can get the same level of anxiety faced with a bank statement as we would, or waiting for a bank statement to show up, as we would a wild animal being outside. That's where it's got to. We see, because money is our way of survival, we see that then as a threat to our survival, a possible cause of death. So we panic, we worry, we're anxious. And that's fine, as long as the issue is being sorted. We need to sort that issue. Because if we don't, it's just there, and constantly, then that fear, anxiety, because we're in that sort of hunt mode. Nothing's changing, nothing's happening. So the brain has options. Do we fight this threat, or do we run away from this threat? So what are you doing at the moment? Work stress too much, business stress too much, relationships gone to shit, worrying about money? Well, this is it. You've got to make these changes to get different results for what you have been doing. I was once a burnt out business owner. I was 23, started my own um, light haulage company, traveling all around the country, delivering whatever could go on the back of them. I worked for some arseholes, and it was stress, stress, stress. I would have periods where I was bringing in lots of money, and then periods when there was, but my bills never changed. pay my mortgage, had to pay, car tax, car insurance, any other bills that come, phone bill, the cost of life that we've made for ourselves in this age. And I got to a point where I just couldn't do it anymore. Every day I was up. I mean, I used to drive some stupid hours, do stupid distances, all for money. In 2014, when my dad died, I developed PTSD. That mixed with burnout fucked me up for nearly in 2020. That nearly came to a complete end because I was going to end my life. Luckily, I was given the number of a hypnotherapist. Didn't know what hypnosis was, didn't know what hypnotherapy was. The closest I'd come to hypnosis before that was when I was about 13. I saw a bloke in um, hotel when I was on holiday in Spain, making people do funny shit on stage. But again, that didn't really sort of appeal to me, and "Oh, that's what I want to do when I'm older." It was entertaining. So I went to this hypnotherapist and changed my life. Changed my life in the sessions. I went away and changed my life properly. I'd already lost my business by then. I'd already lost my marriage by then. I was working as a driver still in a really shit company. It treated you like shit. And I had to change it. So my ex-wife deserved her share of the house. I was living in there on my own now. She'd moved out. It was all amicable with her friends and that. And I decided then I had to sell the house. So I went through all that, the stress and everything that comes from that. But I left my job, quit my job. And I'll always remember that day when I decided that I'm going to quit for real. Because the bloke I worked with, we always worked in twos, he did it all before. "Oh, I'm going to leave, I'm fed up, quitting." He'd heard it many times before. But that day, got into the back of the van to pick up some stuff to take into the house that we were delivering to, bedroom furniture. And something just clicked in my head. That's it, I'm done. I'm done with this shit. I need to go. And I told him, and again, yeah, yeah, okay, all right, see you Monday. Well, he did see me Monday, but on the Saturday, I wrote my resignation letter. On the Monday, I put it on the desk, and that was that. Never looked back. And I think that was the most free. I gave him a month's notice. Looking back, wish I hadn't bothered. Just left. But I gave him a month's notice, and that was probably the best, most enjoyable time I had in that job because what they were going to do, sack me. But these people who have been arseholes to me all these years and treated me like shit, it was now my turn. And I had a bit of fun with it, I can tell you. Changes have to be made. And you have to wake up now, look at your life, ask yourself, what the hell is shit in this life, with my life? What is it? Is it your relationship? What needs fixing or does it need to end? Money. How are you going to make more money? Educate yourself. If what you're doing right now isn't giving you enough money to cover bills, then something needs to change. Business, work. Is it enough? Is it making you happy? I love what I do. I love helping people. It's the content creation and the marketing I hate. Not something I enjoy, and I didn't when I went to train to do what I do. I didn't want to do that. Nobody told me I had to be a YouTuber, TikToker, be on Instagram, Facebook. But in this day and age, you do because you have to get out there and you have to get in front of people and you have to make a lot of noise. And then the noisy ones get the attention, and the noisy ones get clients. And I don't like doing that bit. I love working with clients. I love helping them change their life and all of that. And even as a therapist and coach, people think, oh, well, you must have this perfect life and everything's fucking roses. No, I'm a human. I still get burnt out. But I have the advantage of understanding and knowing and being able to put steps in place to change things. Okay? Your self care is very important. Very important. And when I say self care, and again, there'll be a more detailed video about this. When I say self care, I don't mean just having a bath or just going for a walk. None of that, right? Doing something that allows you to focus on making changes, proper change. Okay? Because having dreams and whatever else is great, but if you've got nothing in reality to get you there, then it's never going to happen. Okay? My partner's lad, right? He keeps on about that he wants to be a footballer for Aston Villa. Yet, never done anything to make that happen. And I keep saying to him, you need to get off your arse and do make something happen. Join a football club, practice, because just going for a kickabout with your mates ain't good enough. You got to train and push hard. But he doesn't do it. So he's never going to be a professional footballer. That's not me dashing his dreams. That's me being brutally honest because he's not putting the steps in place to get there. Sometimes I get clients who don't know what they want. So, okay, it's my job to help them figure it out. And it can be a bit of a tricky process to start. So, for instance, I had a client once and she was like, well, I don't know what I want to do for a career. I just know I need change. I need to do something, make me happy. What do you want to do? And she says, oh, I'll just marry a rich footballer and he can give me loads of money. Okay. Obviously meant as a jokey comment, but I ran with it to prove a point. I said, okay. I says, so what clubs or, as in nightclubs or whatever else are you hanging around in to meet these footballers so you can talk to them and date them and then later on marry them? No reply. Well, I'm not. Well, then how do you hope to achieve that if you're not doing what's needed to get there? So eventually then that crap stopped and we started talking properly. She was working in a retail job, if I remember correctly, and she wanted to work with animals. So get a job working with animals, volunteer something working with animals, get your foot in the door. I never in a million years thought that I'd be doing this. I mean, if you told me as a 20, 23-year-old that I'd be doing this in my 30s, I'd have laughed at you because all I ever wanted to be was a driver. And I did that, and it nearly ruined, and nearly ended my life. Your mental health is the most important thing to you, not your partner, not your kids, not your business, nothing. You. And if you aren't on top of your game, or if you can't have low periods and get back on top of your game quickly and regain control quickly, you will fucking lose everything. The business will go. You will be sacked from work. Your relationships will come to an end, and your kids will live their life without you. And people have this stupid fucking idea that things will get better on their own. Well, they won't. And time is ticking. And the one thing that you will never get back is the time that you are wasting. 10 years sounds like a lot, doesn't it? I've been doing this 5. And I can remember as if it was yesterday, my very first training course I went on. In fact, I remember if it was yesterday, walking out of the therapist's office after a couple of sessions, knowing that this is what I want to do. Time goes like that. And if you've got a young child, let's say they're a baby right now, 1 year old, in 10 years, that baby is going to be a person, a young child with starting to develop a personality, starting to pick up on things around them and absorb and learn. Has been the toddler years right now. Another 10 years goes by like that. They're now a fucking adult, 20 years old, 21, an adult. They're a different person again from that 10-year-old and that baby. And where have you been? Have you been that depressed and anxious filled fucker that's taught them to be an anxious filled, depressed fucker? Or have you been the best version you can be so you can help them, guide them? And this is why it's important to wake up now and take charge. And as I said at the beginning of this video, my words may upset you, but I want you to understand this. Not you I'm upsetting. Not you I'm upsetting. It's your burnout, it's your anxiety, it's your trauma. Because I am a threat to that. Because you've rationalized how you live. You've rationalized what you're doing because our brains will not hold us responsible for the fuck ups that we're doing. Okay? But you must. You must take responsibility for what's going on and now take responsibility for the changes that you're doing. And I hope this 30 minutes has opened your eyes. I hope this 30 minutes has had some sort of reaction to you. And maybe you're there thinking, oh, this guy's a prick. I don't care. Because what happens now is I'm in your head. And your brain will be thinking about my words and putting them, linking them to you. All I ask is that you hit that like button, follow me, subscribe to my channel, whatever platform you're watching this on. Stay with me. Because yes, I may be tough, brutal at times, but I want to help you like I help my clients. Okay? So stick with me. Put changes in place right now. I cannot stress how important that is. Put changes in place right now. In fact, now break it right down to the smallest thing. Just think about what is shit in my life, what needs to change. If you know the answer to those questions right now, brilliant, do it. And start small, the smallest step on that ladder, smallest step. You're moving forward and you're doing it. So keep doing it. And if something's not working, change it. If you've done things, a new thing, for a certain amount of time and it's not giving you the results you want, change it. I'm Chris Harrison, and I'm here to help you. Join me again next week for episode 2. Take care. Bye bye.